What's up, children of the sun? This is your metaphysical advisor, Montre Bible. In it again. What are we doing today? Actually, this is just a kind of an extra video I'm doing. As you know, I do a little research on some things, including Mandela effects. I have a whole bunch of videos about old Mandela effects, uh, where I went through my process when I figured out a whole bunch of stuff. Um, but recently, I've run across a new one. Um, and I'll explain some things. Now, if you don't believe in Mandela effects, then this isn't the video for you. I don't want to hear, oh, it's always been that, because how I explain Mandela effects basically is parallel realities. And if you don't see the change, you're possibly from this reality. But I do truly believe that we have parallel realities that are converging on themselves. And this is where we're getting these memories from. And so I saw Kid Rock in the news on Twitter, and um, something just looked weird. Something looked off, and usually that's how Mandela effects kind of start with you. It's something doesn't look right, especially something that you're used to seeing all the time. Kid Rock was is in the news recently, but he was really in the news when it came to Trump, and he was full supportive of Trump, and he was even at the State of the Union, and so that was big news. And Kid Rock is from my generation, so I'm pretty much familiar with his music. Not a fan, but I'm familiar with them. I know he's from Detroit and stuff like that. So, when I saw his name, I thought it looked off. Now, you tell me, how do you think you spell Kid Rock? You can go ahead and take some time. Don't Google it right now. Uh, Let me see if I can share my screen with you, because I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. And we want to document this too, because I'm not sure how long these things will be sitting up. So I was looking for Kid Rock, and I did get Kid Rock tour dates and whatnot. Okay, so that's one thing I found. But then I saw this. And this is where I was seeing everything about Kid Rock was basically, oh, did you mean Kid Rock? And I was like, no, I meant Kid Rock, like Kidd. That's what I'm familiar with. That's how I've been seeing his name for the past while. But then I just noticed that everywhere I was looking online, I couldn't find anything. So if you are the same as me, you remember Kid Rock with two D's, no D's. There's so much you could say about his name. Um, then congratulations, you just did another reality shift. And if you look at reality, if you look at the world that we live in, a lot of things have been changing really quickly. It's so I see these as signs that we shifted to another reality. Maybe possibly you're manifesting, trying to get things to normal. I don't know. But how the world is in this past month is very different than it was last month. So I don't know if the shift was then or not. But um I was looking, yeah, this is where if you just put Kid Rock in, like in Microsoft Bing, you won't get any residual at all. You'll just get well, you find that one, videos of Kid Rock. Some of the videos still have his old name on there, or the previous reality will still have that. And I'm going to show you those too. So I'm just going to go through some videos. I'm going to show you. This is Twitter. This is my Twitter. And even recently, 45 minutes ago, you got people saying, so Kid Rock, you're talking about Twitter feed. You want attorneys to button it. Popped into Kid Rock's place to see a friend. We the People by Kid Rock. This is from Ricky Hollywood with a blue check mark. I find it kind of interesting that everybody would misspell his name, a unique name like that. If your name was just Kid with a single D, the rationality is that's not unique. That's the same way you spell kid. There's no reason to add a double D uh, for the sake of artistry. But the I I remember his name being spelled differently with the double D in a unique way, and not just KID as it is now in this reality. As you see, just recently, we have a lot of people who are uh, spelling his name with the double D. In my book, Kid No Longer Rocks. Also wants to run for senator or something like that. So that's also interesting about this reality. Wanting to run for politics, and seems to everybody's spelling KIDD, KIDD. That's a lot of people on Twitter to be misspelling. It seems everybody has some memory. What is this Kid Rock and Stevie Nicks relationship? Kid Rock is a puts. Even people that don't like him, they're spelling Kid Rock, Kid Rock, Kid Rock. Okay, this is a lot of people, and this is in the last 24 hours. Everybody seems to have a memory of KIDD, KIDD. And when you have that many people, I knew it wasn't just me. There's a collective of people who remember KIDD. I was looking for some artwork, couldn't find any viable artwork. So I went to look for some actual video. I did find these are captions from video. They all have Kid Rock in them. So there you go. There's another little thing. Captions can be wrong, though. We do know that. But these are all the captions that are using KIDD. I still find it unique that for such a unique name, there's no reason for media to misspell a name more than once. Maybe for one, if it was just one caption, or if it was one magazine, or if it was one news station, yeah. But in this case, I'm not falling for that. This is a magazine, Video Game Collector issue 10. This is from 2019, so this is very recently. I really believe that if there was a shift, it happened very recently. I don't think it happened a while back, though. I want to show you something before that, before I even make that assertion. Let's see if I can find where I saw his name. Oh, here it is. So many scrolls. Here it is. On performing at Spike's Video Game Award, blah, 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 it was really cool to play with Kid Rock and Foo Fighters. Okay, that'd be the same thing if they spelled Foo Fighters, or if it was just Foo Fighter. We all remember Foo Fighters and Kid Rock. So do you remember his name being spelled with 2 D's, or do you just remember Kid like a normal kid? I'll close that out. Here's an article. This is just someone who wrote a personal ad. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really small. See if I can zoom in without messing up the quality. If I can find it. Let me zoom out again. There it is. Funk Basics Basics seeks all and all musicians. This is a musician. No Kid Rock. This is a musician, so why would a musician misspell another musician's name? This guy obviously does not like Kid Rock. And when you have a passion about something, you know how to spell their name, whether it's good or bad. So he says he doesn't want anybody that's a Kid Rock kind of wannabe. Here's another article right here. More than anything, MTV Awards appeals in live performance. Ricky Martin shook his hips in bare feet. Kid Rock surprised the audience. Once again, KIDD. If you can't see that, I will zoom in, because I know when I start talking about Mandela effects, sometimes my videos get really messed up. Let's go to YouTube. I knew YouTube would not let me down with searches. Even though the videos have his name spelled right, it seems like nobody knows how to put Kid Rock on the playlist. Their playlists are named one thing, and the videos have Kid Rock in the I would think if you were making a playlist of an artist you like, you would know how to spell their name on the playlist. because you want people to find it. But the songs are all, this reality. But people's playlists are spelled with the KIDD. More people with that memory. I guess we're just gonna play like this never existed. Kid Rock, Donna Ferner. I guess that's what people are gonna do. But like I said, if this is your first time learning about Mandela effects, that's okay. Like I said, as you can see, our world is constantly changing. I seriously believe there's just a reality shift, um, pushing people from one reality to the next. I don't know what happened to the last reality. I don't know if we just merged together or if it still exists out there and people are just living their lives. Maybe there's another reality where uh, people are still on lockdowns and stuff, and this reality, everything's kind of dying down. Everything's getting back to normal. So um, let's see. Oh, I was looking also, I think with this one, these are just forums um, where people are talking about music. I had the Sheryl Crow concert. Control find. We're looking for kid. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. She performed in the Haiti relief effort with Keith Urban and Kid Rock in Los Angeles. Only it's right here. I can't really zoom in. It's a website, so or can I? I'm not sure. There it is in yellow. That's a forum somebody was talking about Kid Rock. I did a search to try to see if Kid Rock had gone down in the search engines in the last 5 years. And actually, yes, I was right about that. And that could be just dealing with his popularity, but as you can see, everybody was searching Kid Rock 2017. This is around the election time. So I can understand that popularity, but this is 2016. I don't know when the State of the Union was. Maybe it was in 2017, but a lot of people were searching for Kid Rock with a double D. Then it's slowly but surely, it starts gradually going down where we get down to now, and look how low it is. Not that many people who remember Kid Rock now are here in this reality. So it's only a few people, even though he's recently in the news. Not that many people who remember the double D are searching. Of course, if I were to put Kid Rock, we'll just compare it. You see, there's a distinct difference. I don't know what year this is. 2017. Once again, people are searching. It starts going down, then starts jumping up in 2020. Maybe there was a shift in 2020. What could have happened in 2020? Was there a shift where a lot of people were searching for Kid Rock? We know 2017, once again, that had to be during the elections, the Trump elections. Maybe there was a shift when Trump got elected. Was that 2016? Yeah, 2016. Maybe there was a shift. We shifted realities when Trump got elected, because there seems to be just as equal amount. Well, a little bit less than one. There must have been a great search for a kid with with 1D. Then it goes up again in 2020. So that's interesting. But you notice like hardly anybody. Let's see. Interesting. But there's still more people. It might have been the shift may have happened during this time and during the elections. Let's see, let's do 2004 or further. Interesting. Maybe it was further back. A lot of jumps though. A lot of jumps here. State of the Union, Senator Kid Rock. Here it is in the search. Once again, being spelled differently. That's not anything about Kid Rock. Here's another forum. Kid Rock right there. Someone's discussing Kid Rock. A lot of people having memory with the double D. The double D's. So, I don't know. Well, I do know. I think that's showing. And also, what are the reasoning? What's the reasoning? I really believe that we are moving into a singularity of reality. So having 2Ds now moving to 1D, two dimensions moving to one dimension, 1D, maybe 2Ds, dimensions. Maybe that's a sign for dimensions. Also, just taking something. A lot of times we have I found one example where stuff was going from plural to singular. And here we have kind of this similar kind of effect where we have something that not really plural, but it has multiple D's and it's moving to a singular D. So there you have it, people. Kid Rock. Kid Rock. How do you remember it? How do you remember his name? Be sure to leave me a comment below. Let me know what your memories are. If you have any other Mandela effects. If you need help researching. It is kind of hard finding stuff. It's become harder because they've really been scrubbing the internet. I have some old videos of Mandela effects that and residual that I found online. If I were to look now, that residual is gone. Like articles, newspaper clippings, gone. So be sure to take screenshots if you do find something and keep it to yourself. Well, no, keep it to yourself, but make sure you document it. Like I don't always do videos on Mandela effects, but when I do find one, I like to let you guys know. Most of my videos are about spirituality, tarot, and just where the world is going. You can always follow me on my social media, be my fan /Montre. And also, if you're interested in tarot, you can check out my website and book a reading. I do all things metaphysical and spiritual, so I do consider a Mandela effect one of those spiritual things that I like to look into, because I really believe that we can create our reality, and as we manifest and we put our intentions about how we want our lives to be, consciousness begins to shift according to what we want, and we begin to vibrate on a level where we start moving toward a reality that's coincides with that vibration. So hopefully you're manifesting what you want, and you are shifting and you're seeing the evidence for yourself that you are moving into different realities and that you're not where you used to be and you are moving forward. I just want to keep you encouraged. Don't freak out about Mandela effects, or if you do see changes, or if your world is just changing around you. It's just showing you that things are changing and you are going to get what you want. I want to keep you encouraged. Remember to make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.